Hello, good morning. In this video, we will again be discussing some numericals on multiple dielectrics placed between a parallel plate capacitor. We have already done some numericals in part 1. So today, we will again be solving some numericals on this topic. Before starting our first numerical, I want to tell you that this first numerical which we are going to solve now will be a bit lengthy, not tricky as much, but it will be a bit lengthy. So you must keep on noting down the things in your notebooks along with me. So let's start. So to start with, here is our first question. Here we are given a parallel plate capacitor whose plate separation is D, and we are given two dielectrics, but they are placed in a diagonal manner. So this is our dielectric of dielectric constant K1, and this is our dielectric of dielectric constant K2. So these are placed in this manner, in a diagonal manner. So we have to calculate the net capacitance of this circuit. That is our question. See, in solving this question, one point you must keep in your mind, that earlier when we were solving the questions, we knew that when two dielectrics are placed in this manner, these forms a system of two capacitors in series with each other. Here also, in this question, these two dielectrics placed between a parallel plate capacitor will form two capacitors connected in series. But the problem is to calculate the net capacitance in this case. See, if you look at this point, the separation between these two capacitors, that is, we took it as D, will be very small, and here it is increasing as we go on. So this is the problem, that we cannot take a particular D in this numerical. We cannot take a particular separation in this numerical because it is increasing if we start from here. Fine. So to solve this kind of question, we will be using the concept of integration. Let us take a very small area of thickness dx. So I am taking a very small area whose thickness is dx. So I am considering a small element whose thickness is dx. So I will be calculating the capacitance due to this small element and due to this small element, and then I will be integrating to calculate our total capacitance. Now here, let the length of these plates is L, and separation is already, we took it as D. Now here, let this angle be theta. We will also be using this angle here. Now to start with, firstly I will be calculating, see, this is a small portion of dielectric whose dielectric constant is K1. So for this small portion, I will be naming it as A, B, C, D. So for small portion A, B, C, D, if we need to calculate the capacitance, it will be a small capacitance. I will be denoting it as DC1, a small capacitance. Now this will be equals to epsilon naught K1 dielectric constant, and here comes the area. So what will be the area? We have taken a small area, so I will be denoting it as dA. Fine. Divided by the separation. Now what the separation is, here this separation we have to take, this separation. So we will be calculating that what this separation is. So firstly I will be donating it with BC. So this is our formula. Now to further simplify it, I can write it as, now what will be dA? dA will be equal to, of course, plate area. So here this small element that we have taken of width dx, I will be explaining it from here. This will act now as a width of this. See, this is width. So what will be its length? We will be taking this length. Now let its width is b and this thickness is dx. Then its area will be equal to b into dx. This is dx. This is b. So I will be drawing it over here. Like this is our plate now. Width of this plate is b. Fine. So we have to calculate this area. Area of this plane only. So we have to calculate area of, this is b and this is dx. So our small area will be equals to b into dx. Hope this is clear to you. Now I will be substituting the value of dA over here. It will come as b dx. Now again, what will be BC? Now to calculate BC, what I will be doing, now let this distance from here is x. I am considering this distance from here is x. So this will also be equal to x. Fine. So from this triangle I can name this triangle as A, B, C, D, E, F. This is of course A. Now in triangle E, F, A, I can write tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is this, FA. Perpendicular by base is x. So what will be this value of FA? FA will be equal to x tan theta. Clear? Now, if this value is x tan theta, then what will be the value of AD? We know FA plus AD is equal to D, the separation between the two plates. Fine. So I can easily write this value BC as, it can be easily written as dA minus FA because entire separation is D. So our BC, the required separation, will come equal to D minus x tan theta. So I will be substituting this value over here, D minus x tan theta. Fine. So this is the method. See, if we are taking this angle as theta, even if we calculate tan theta in this bigger triangle, see, if I calculate tan theta in this bigger triangle, tan theta in bigger triangle, what it would be? This would be tan theta is equal to this perpendicular and this is equal to D divided by base. Now base will become this. We are taking length of this plate as L. We have already taken length of this plate is L. Width of this plate is B. So what will be base? Base will be this value here to here and this is length of the plate. So I will be taking it as L. Fine. So tan theta is equal to D by L. This is what we got from a bigger triangle. Now if we substitute this value over here, what our equation will become? It will be equals to K1 epsilon naught B dx over D minus x. Instead of tan theta I will be writing D by L. I hope this is clear. Now we can further simplify this. We can write it as K1 epsilon naught B dx over dl minus xd, and this L will go over here. And now we know L into B, length into breadth, this will be the area. So we can write dc1 as K1 epsilon naught A dx divided by dl minus xd. We can further do a small change in the equation. I can take d common from here and I will be left with x minus l. So this is our first equation, that is capacitance of this part A, B, C, D, small capacitance. This will be the answer. Similarly, we will be calculating the capacitance of this part. I can write it as G. So now I will be calculating the capacitance of FG DA. Fine. And I will be naming it as DC2. Capacitance of this part. So capacitance of this part will be equal to K2 epsilon naught. Again we have to write it here as dA, small area, this is small area, divided by separation. Now separation we will be taking it as GB Similarly, we can replace dA by B dx, it will remain same. B is this, dx is this, so its area will be B into dx. So we have to calculate GB. We have already calculated it. We can take GB approximately equal to FA. GB will be approximately equal to FA, and we have calculated that this FA was equal to x tan theta. Fine. So we can write it is equal to GB also. We can equate these two values. So now I will be replacing GB by x tan theta in the equation. So see, we are taking it as DC1, and now here we have to take it as DC2. Make a change over here. Fine. Now we are calculating capacitance of this small part. So now we can write DC2 equals to K2 epsilon naught B dx by x tan theta. Similarly, if I substitute the value of tan theta over here, tan theta is equal to this perpendicular that was equal to D by L. So I can simply write it as D by L. So L will go in the denominator, divided by XD. So this is what we will get the value of small capacitance of second. Now again we can replace L into B by area, so our DC2 will come equal to this value. This is our equation number 2. So this is our equation number 1, capacitance of this small area, and this is our capacitance of this small area. So now we have calculated both DC1 and DC2. I think these calculations are clear. Now we will be adding them in series, and then we will be integrating to get our result. Now we know both of these were connected in capacitor with K1 and capacitor with K2 are in series. They are in series. So they were in series. This and this are in series. So the net capacitance will be equal to 1 by DC, that will be equal to 1 by DC1 plus 1 by DC2. So 1 by DC would be equal to, now we will be substituting the value of DC1. Now DC1 is this. Put it over here, K1 epsilon naught A dx, and this value will go up dL minus x plus 1 by DC2. DC2 is this. So I will be writing it as K2 epsilon naught A dx, and xd will go over here. So now we just need to do some simplification of the equation. See, from here we can take some values as common. See, this will be equal to dl minus dx over K1 epsilon naught A dx. Similarly, xd K2 epsilon naught A dx. d by epsilon naught A, these can be taken as common, and we will be left with L minus x over, here we will be left with K1 dx plus x over K2 dx. Is it okay? So this will be our 1 by DC. For getting its reciprocal, I will be taking LCM from here. So K1 dx K2. This will be our LCM. So it will be K2 L minus x plus K1 x. Fine. So these are simple simplifications. You should write down these all equations in your notebooks. This is a bit lengthy question. So what we will get, 1 by DC is equal to d by epsilon naught A. This is K2x. I can write it as K2L. This will be K2L minus K2x plus K1x divided by K1 K2 dx. Now to get the value of DC, we have to take its reciprocal, and it will be equals to K1 K2 dx over K2L minus K2x plus K1x. So this is the equation that we are going to get. Now we will have to integrate it on both sides. So when we are integrating it, we have to take some limits. So what would be our limit? We are integrating from this point, from starting of this capacitor to this point, that is from 0 to L. So we will be putting our limits 0 to L. So total integration will come equal to, now we will be keeping the constants outside the integration, epsilon naught A d, rest will remain inside, 0 to L, K1 K2, even K1 K2 can be kept outside. K1 K2 can also be kept outside. So it will be dx by K2L minus K2X plus K1X. So epsilon naught A K1 K2 by D 0 to L bx over. Now from here I will be writing it as, I will be taking x common from here. So if I do that, I will be left with, I am taking minus x common here, so I will be left with K2 minus K1. Fine. So this is our equation, and now we will have to integrate this equation. Now to integrate this, we will be using a formula of integration. Now this formula which I will be using, you might have done it in mathematics. So the formula is integration of dx over bx plus c is equal to natural log of bx plus c divided by b. So this is the formula of integration that we will be using over here. Fine. So here I will be considering this value as bx and this as b. This will be considered as b, and this entire value will be considered as c. So it is bx c. But there is a problem that here our sign is minus. So to make it plus, we can do one thing. C is equal to epsilon naught A K1 K2 by D. So I will be doing a change that I will be writing it as K2L plus X. So I will write it as this. So to make positive over here, I have taken negative common. So now K1 will be positive and K2 will be negative. Earlier K2 was positive and K1 was negative. So now this our equation is satisfied according to this method of integration. Now I will be doing integration. Of course our limits will remain 0 to L. So our integration will be log natural log base e bx plus c. So it will be K2L plus x K1 minus K2 divided by b. So here our b will be K1 minus K2. Fine. So instead of K2 minus K1, our b is K1 minus K2, as we have taken negative common. So K1 minus K2 is now our value of b. I think it is clear. So I am writing this final equation. C is equal to, of course after integration limits will be there 0 to L, that will be substituting in next step. So epsilon naught A K1 K2 by D log base E K2L plus X K1 minus K2 over K1 minus K2 with limits from 0 to L. So this is our equation that now we have to solve by substituting the limits, upper limit minus lower limit. See, one thing we can do over here is epsilon naught A by D. Epsilon naught A by D is original capacitance when there is no dielectric between parallel plate capacitor. So instead of epsilon naught A by D, I can substitute the value C naught. Now here what is C naught? C naught is capacity of capacitor without dielectric. So I can easily replace epsilon naught A by D by C naught. So here we will be left with K1, K2. It depends upon your question whether they are asking you to solve it in terms of epsilon naught A or D, then you have to keep it as it is. Otherwise, if they are giving the answer in form of C naught, then you can do this. K1, K2 will of course be there. Now, we will be, this is K1 minus K2 divided by K1 minus K2 0 to L. See this K1 minus K2, it does not contain any X, so I can also take it as constant. So we will have to substitute the limits in this. So when we are going to substitute the limits, it will be upper limit K2L plus L K1 minus K2. This is upper limit minus lower limit. So what will be lower limit? It will be K2L. So here instead of X we will be substituting the value of 0 and this entire value will become 0. So this is our upper limit minus lower limit. It will be C naught K1 K2 by K1 minus K2. Now this is log A minus log B, and we know the formula of log A minus log B is equal to log A by B. So I will be writing it as log A by B. What is A? A is this. This is A divided by B. So this is log A by B. Further we can make some simplifications. I can write it as K2L plus K1L if I multiply L inside minus K2L divided by of course K2L. Now this K2L and K2L will get cancelled and we will be left with epsilon C naught K1 K2 K1 minus K2 log base E of K1L by K2L. Here again L and L will get cancelled, so our final capacitance would be equal to K1 minus K2 log base E of K1 by K2. So this is our final answer of the given question. See, this question is a bit lengthy, but by using this formula even integration is simple. So next to proceed with our second numerical, here we are given a staircase kind of capacitor. First plate or the lower plate is a straight line, but the upper plate is in form of a staircase, and these are given the values. L is the length of plate, L by 3, L by 3 and L by 3 are 3 equal parts of the upper staircase. And we are given that the first part, it is filled by dielectric of dielectric constant K1, second part is filled by dielectric of dielectric constant K3, K2 and third by K3. And area of plate is of course A over here, and here it will be divided into A by 3, A by 3 and A by 3. Fine. So now we have to calculate the net capacitance of this circuit. To calculate its net capacitance, firstly we know that the potential over this complete kind of plate, a zigzag kind of plate, will be same. So here also here and here the potentials will be same, and this plate is of course at a same potential. Now if here potential is V1, then here again it will be V1, here again it will be V1. And if this plate is at potential V2, then we can clearly see that this entire system will behave as three separate capacitors connected in what? See, V1 connected to V1, V1 connected to V1, V2, V2, V2. So all V1s are connected together and all V2s are connected together. So these are in parallel. So firstly we will be calculating the capacitance of these three plates, and then we will be calculating the net capacitance. I will be redrawing this diagram. And we are also given that this separation is D, this is also D, and this is also D. Now this will be our first capacitor, whose capacity we will be considering it as C1. This is capacitor 2 of capacity C2. This is capacitor 3 of capacity C3. Now we will be calculating these C1, C2 and C3, and then we will be adding them in parallel. So firstly, what will be the value of C1? C1 will be equal to epsilon naught. What's area? Area is A by 3 because these three are divided equally. So area will be A by 3. A by 3. Here dielectric constant is K1. So epsilon naught A K1 by D. What is D? D is of course equal to D here. Now what will be C2? Similarly, you can calculate this value of C2 easily, and this C2 will be equal to epsilon naught. Again, area of C2 is A by 3. Constant is K2. And what is D? D will be equals to this D plus this D, that is 2D. 2D. So it can be simplified as 6D. Similarly, what will be C3? C3 will be equals to epsilon naught. Area again A by 3. K3, and this separation now it will become D plus D plus D, that is 3D. And this can be written in a simplified form as this 9D. So now this, and this, these three capacitors are now connected in parallel with each other. So C1, C2 and C3 are in parallel. So C1 plus C2 plus C3, epsilon naught A K1 by 3D, C2 is epsilon naught A K2 by 6D, and this is epsilon naught A K3 by 9D. So we can take epsilon naught A by D as common, and we will be left with K1 by 3 plus K2 by 6 plus K3 by 9. So now you can simplify these. you can take LCM over here and you can simplify. So next we will proceed to our next question. In next question, we are given 4 dielectrics kept in parallel plate capacitor, and we are asked to calculate the net capacitance of this circuit. Now again, see, if here potential is V1, it will remain V1 over here, and here if it is V2, it will remain V2 over the entire surface. So V1 here, V1 will also be here, V2 here, V2 will also be here. So now we can easily see that these two capacitors, they will be connected in parallel. Similarly, these two will be connected in parallel. But these two are in series. Why? V1, it will have some other intermediate value, let it be V3. Similarly, it will have some other value, that is V3. So V1, V3, V3, V2. So these two are in series. Similarly, these two will also be in series. So you can solve this question. See, you can do 2 things. One is, you will have to first solve these two in series and these two in series, and then the resultant of these two and the resultant of these two, they will be connected in parallel. You can do that. Another thing that you can do is, you can solve these two in parallel and solve these two in parallel, and then connect resultant of this and resultant of this in series. So these are the 2 methods that you can apply over here. So what we will be doing, we can use the first method. Firstly, I will be solving these two. Let here capacitance is C1, here it is C2, here it is C3, here it is C4. So firstly, I will be solving C1 and C2 in series. So to solve these two in series, we will get 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. So this will be equal to, what is C1? Epsilon naught. See, if we are given area A over here, so then it will be A by 2. Epsilon naught A by 2. And again, if this separation, entire separation is D, then this separation will be D by 2, D by 2. So this will be D by 2. Fine. This 2 will get multiplied over here, plus 1 by C2. Epsilon naught, again area is A by 2. Separation is again D by 2. So this will be the, here we also need to put the value of K1 and K3 over here. So this will be K1, this will be K3, because they have dielectric constant of K1 and K3. So our net capacitance, before that I can take these value to epsilon naught A K1 K3 in LCM. So it will be 2D K3 plus 2D K1. So 1 by C is equal to 2D can be taken as common, and it will be K3 plus K1 divided by 2 epsilon naught A K1 K3. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So this will be our capacitance. We can take its reciprocal, it will be epsilon naught A K1 K3 divided by D K1 plus K3. Using the same method, now we will be calculating the net capacitance of C3 and C4 in series. Now C3 and C4 are in series. Let their net capacitance be C dash. So 1 by C dash will be equals to 1 by capacitance of this, it will be equal to epsilon naught. Area of this is of course divided by 2. D is D by 2. And its dielectric constant is K2 plus 1 by, similarly capacitance of this will be equal to 2 epsilon naught A K4 divided by 2D. So with further simplification we can write it as now we will be taking LCM. So 1 by C dash will be equals to 2 epsilon naught A K2 K4 is LCM. It will be 2D K4 plus 2D K2. So we can take 2D common, K4 plus K2 divided by 2 epsilon naught A K2 K4. This 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So C dash will be equals to, taking its reciprocal, it will be equals to K4 plus K2. So this is our equation number 2 for capacitance of these two in series, and this was our capacitance for these two C1 and C2 in series. Now these two are, their net capacitance came out to be C, and net capacitance of these two is C dash. Now these two are connected in parallel. Now we will be calculating the net capacitance of C and C dash in parallel. So it will be net capacitance is equal to C plus C dash. In parallel they are simply added. So what we will be getting is epsilon naught A K1 K3 over D K1 plus K3 plus capacitance of second is epsilon naught A K2 K4 over D K2 plus K4. So this will be our net capacitance. We can further take LCM over here for our simplification. So our LCM will be D K1 plus K3 K2 plus K4. See, these simplification depends upon your answer. If this is an MCQ question, then it depends upon your answer, that up to which you have to solve it. So it will be your epsilon naught A K1 K3. So you can also take epsilon naught A common from here. So it will be K2 plus K4 plus epsilon naught A K2 K4 K1 plus K3 over here. Fine. So further what can be done is epsilon naught A can be taken as common. So it will be K1 K3 K2 plus K4 plus K2 K4 K1 plus K3 over this D again can be written outside, K1 plus K3 K2 plus K4. Now again epsilon naught A by D, this is capacitance of capacitor without any dielectric plate. So I can write it as equal to C naught. So C net is equal to C naught into this entire value. So this is how you can solve this question. So that's it for today's video. We will be doing some more topics in the upcoming videos. Thank you.